Coming up on Oxford Weekly News, what caused a local business to close for 2 days and another to evacuate? But first, Talawanda parents and students ask for more school resource officers. How will the request be answered? Welcome to Oxford Weekly News. I'm Annie Edwards. Local students, teachers, and parents who worry about school safety are speaking out. Oxford Weekly News reporter Kristin Stratman tells us what they are demanding and how local officials are responding. Kristin?
The discussion about bringing more school resource officers into schools is happening across the country. I took a look at how Talawanda officials are taking action in our community. The Director of Human Resources at Talawanda School District, Dennis Malone, says that seeing armed school resource officers, or SROs, in school hallways is the new normal.
More and more students have now come to the understanding that probably police officers in schools are going to be a fact of life.
Oxford Police Chief John Jones says that SROs are a beneficial part of the school community.
What you see from them is you see them reduce crime in school, they build relationships with kids, they mentor kids, they handle social problems and try to really build these relationships.
On April 11th, House Bill 318, which would give funds for school security and the training of SROs, was passed by the Ohio State House. It now heads to the state Senate. Malone says that he is not convinced the bill will do enough to add more SROs to schools.
If you spread $10 million around 600 school districts, I just don't know how that's going to work if the intent is to put an officer in every building.
The 5 schools in the Talawanda School District currently share 2 SROs. Jones says that adding more SROs would be a huge drain on Talawanda and the police department's current resources.
There seems to be a push for school, more resources to school safety, and people just have to understand that that takes money, that takes funding, and that takes us having enough officers to do that. So that's the challenge.
On April 26th, Superintendent Kelly Spivey sent a letter to Talawanda families, which describes a possible levy from the Butler County Educational Services Center that would give additional resources towards school safety. Back to you, Annie.
The BAM 2.0 movement is continuing its efforts to fight racism on campus. The Black Student Action Association at Miami University, together with the Mass Action for Black Liberation, hosted a panel April 26 at McGuffey Hall. The event began with a review of the historical protests against racism hosted on Miami's campus and continued with a presentation on possible solutions of ending the racism at school. What caused water damage that temporarily closed several uptown Oxford businesses? On Saturday, April 21st at around midnight, MIA's fire suppression sprinklers activated, forcing the entire restaurant and an adjacent hotel to evacuate. According to the Oxford Fire Department, the sprinklers were triggered by sparklers used during MIA's bottle service that accidentally hit the fire suppression system. According to Buffalo Wild Wings manager Matthew Todd, due to the large amount of water affecting the dining room and bar areas, Buffalo Wild Wings closed all day Sunday and half of Monday. Both MIA and Buffalo Wild Wings are now back open. MIA has no comment.
We heard the fire alarms, but we didn't know if we should get up or if we shouldn't get up, and then we finally saw, we thought it was smoke, but it was actually the fire alarm or fire extinguisher going off.
No permanent damage was caused to Buffalo Wild Wings or MIA. Wednesday, April 25th was a special day for hundreds of Miami students. Wednesday afternoon marked Miami's 24th annual Undergraduate Research Forum. The forum honors dedicated Miami mentors and celebrated the accomplishments of student researchers. The forum was open to visitors to walk by and talk with student presenters about how each project was planned and developed. Research projects varied by subject, including science, comparative religion, and journalism. Student researchers say that developing their projects took weeks of hard work. Miami's Research Forum was established in 1994 with current projects completed as part of a class independent study or service learning project. As graduation season approaches, Miami helps prepare seniors with a series of career-related workshops and events. On April 26, Miami's Career Center hosted mock interviews designed specifically for international students. 20 students signed up for the mock interview event. Ying Jiang, an international student from China, says that starting a career in the U.S. can be frustrating.
It's very hard for international students to find a job in United States. I feel very stressful, but the school provides many opportunities for international students, such as mock interview and career fair.
Ying says Miami has provided different opportunities for her to practice the skills she needs for the U.S. job market. Miami University's highest paid employee in 2017 was President Gregory Crawford. According to public records, Crawford earned almost $600,000. Along with Crawford, other top earners at Miami include head football coach Chuck Martin and head ice hockey coach Enrico Blasi. Miami mock trial team, the Mock Hawks, is celebrating its first national debate championship in 17 years. The Miami Mock Hawks were established at Miami in the late 1980s through the help of alumni and mentors, synergy between a close-knit team, and hard work day in and day out. The Miami Mock Hawks captured the 2018 National Mock Trial Competition, defeating Yale University in the finals.
I was thinking, what is the one thing that I take away from doing Miami Mock Trial? And it really is love and honor. And I was thinking about that and how much it is more than words. It really is my mock trial experience, my Miami experience.
2001 was the last time Miami's mock trial team won a national championship. Are you looking to make extra money and help the Oxford community? The Board of Elections needs poll workers for the May 8th primary election. Participants earn at least $174 if they agree to work the entire day. You must be fluent in English, at least 18 years old, and a citizen of the United States. Apply and find more information at butlercountyelections.org. Coming up on Oxford Weekly News, the Oxford Police Department uses social media to engage the public. How does the Oxford community feel about this? Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Oxford Weekly News. According to Twitter responses, the Oxford Police Department faces mixed feelings about its posts on social media. I sat down with the officer behind OPD's social media accounts as well as community members to discuss the police department's growing presence online. On Saturday, April 21st, the Oxford Police Department posted this photo on Twitter of 16 fake IDs they seized during an undercover sting at the bars uptown. The post received mixed reactions from their users, with some praising their efforts while others called into question the legality. However, Lieutenant Laura Fennings wanted to stress that before posting, the department made sure that the IDs did not contain legitimate information. 2 years ago, the OPD began ramping up their presence on social media. Active on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Highlight certain days of the week, including Weekend Update on Monday, Warrant Wednesday, and Fun Fact Friday. The page has helped the police in building engagement with the community.
We want to step over a line. We want to provide good, solid, real information and try to make that connection with our public and make us approachable and have just a two-way conversation.
The overwhelming majority of Oxford residents have nothing but praise for the police efforts. They look forward to the reports each week and are attracted to lighthearted and humorous manner in which they are written. Longtime resident and member of the Police Community Relations and Review Commission, Shauna Rosenberg said that because there is no local newspaper, Facebook is kind of the only place residents can get information about what is happening in the community.
Wants to do community-oriented policing, and that's when the department reaches out to the community, tries to make ties with the community, basically so it's easier to both solve crimes, keep everyone safer, make people feel more comfortable about approaching the police.
Not everyone is entirely enthusiastic about the OPD's presence online. Community members say the posts often come off as snarky and sarcastic. According to community members who wish to remain unidentified, quote, when our little town had a weekly newspaper, the Oxford Press would print the police blotter, which listed the police reports and arrests for the week. No humor, just what happened. It was fun to read because it was just the facts as a matter of public record. Any humor was obvious small-town stuff and subjective to the reader." End quote. Lieutenant Fenning noted, "It's not always easy trying to accommodate all the different demographics. There's always going to be someone who doesn't agree with their decision."
A message to impart, and it's not always comfortable, and it's not necessarily always received well, but it is. There is a message, and even if they don't like it, sometimes it's just necessary.
As OPD's engagement with the community continues to increase, so do their likes. Lieutenant Fenning is optimistic that the department's Facebook page will reach 10,000 likes by fall. A rainy Wednesday, April 25th, didn't stop the dancing trucker from sharing his joy with Oxford residents. John Drury, also known as the Dancing Trucker, says his followers on social media requested him to stop in Oxford. Drury dances to brighten people's day. A woman told Drury his dancing saved her life. It also helps Drury with his own struggles. Drury says there's a lot of negativity in the world, but he hopes his dancing spreads happiness.
How can I get out there and kind of tell the world who I am as the Dancing Trucker and what I have to offer people as far as inspiration, motivation, encouragement, hope, and at the same time make people smile.
Drury started dancing in surrounding towns 8 months ago. He says he won't stop anytime soon and loved meeting Oxford residents. Miami Student Organization of the Year, Miami University Fashion and Design prepares for its annual fashion show. Find out how you can attend. We'll be right back. It's almost showtime for Miami University's Department of Theater. In their final days of preparation, the cast of Tartuffe puts finishing touches on its characters before opening night. Performances are from Wednesday, May 2nd to Sunday, May 6th. At the actor's first rehearsal, a professional clown taught the students how to be playful for an audience. Sam Adams, playing the role of Tartuffe, says from that day forward, he knew the cast fit perfectly together.
People are in the roles that they're supposed to be. They do them really well. They're hardworking. And the most important part, when we're all in the space, we have fun, we don't judge each other, and it just feels like a really good space to cultivate a show.
Tickets can be purchased online or at the Miami box office located in the Campus Avenue building. The largest student-run fashion show in the nation is on Saturday, April 28th, right here in Oxford. Miami University Fashion and Design promotes its 12th annual show named 12, a modern acropolis around campus. The show features student clothing designs and student models. The night also includes a trunk show. 1,200 people attended last year's fashion show. This year, MUFD hopes for 1,500 guests. Allie Rose Hutz, Vice President of MUFD, says 250 Miami students participate in the organization and prepare year-round for the fashion show.
Once that first model walks, I think is going to be the most exciting part. Just to see the show come alive, and everybody's going to be so happy, from the VIP toast and the trunk show, and everybody always has such a good attitude. They're so excited to see it.
The fashion show will be held in Millette Hall. Purchase fashion show tickets at mufashiondesign.com. That's all for this week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Annie Edwards. You can watch us online on the Oxford Weekly News YouTube page. Also connect with us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Search Oxford Weekly News.